Okay. Does this work? Let's mute that for a second. Okay, that works. Now let's start Twitch. So Twitch works. It says streaming. But it doesn't... Oh! Oh! We're streaming on both. Yeah, boy! Now, how do I get both chats to appear? I don't mind doing this on stream. Well, the background, I can hear filters and stuff, so I've still got to set all this up. Gain limiter, noise suppression, yes. So that should have reduced. Yeah, it's got some noise, gets a little bit stuttery. Let's also add a noise gate. Hello. Okay. I don't know what noise gate settings I tend to use, but I'm hoping I'll keep it off for now. We'll add. Am I loud enough? I look loud enough. I'm only using my normal mic because I'm still setting up how to do everything. Hey, no nay. How's it going? I'm trying to set up on multiple platforms. That's why I've got no camera or anything right now because I still need to set it all up. But I thought I'm supposed to be streaming at 2, so add everything while we go, and you can watch me set up the stream properly. So this should be streaming to both platforms, which is very, very exciting. So I need a camera pickup. Video capture device, there you go. Camera. Whoa. Hello. Okay. Set up some Lofi so you guys actually have something to listen to as well. I just want to keep them. Yes. I'll change my scale. There you go. And OBS is really upgraded since the last time I used it. But there's some features here that not even Streamlabs has. Like, it shows me what audio is being picked up on what device, even when it's being muted. That's really cool. So, hey, we still got... Oh my god, we've got an even better... Hey, how's it going? We've got an even better cropping tool. That's fantastic. We're setting up a new stream because I found a way to stream to multiple platforms using OBS, but there doesn't seem to be a way, at least for free, in Streamlabs, and I don't want to pay £20 a month to stream on multiple platforms. Even if I was earning money, I'd still be a bit like, well, earning money from streaming, I'd still be a bit like, ugh. Like, I can get Twitch and Netflix for that price a month. I don't know. That sounds really expensive for what seems like a well, essentially, I just got a free plugin. It's essentially for something you can get for free. Tell me if the audio levels... You guys are going to help me. Tell me if the audio levels are bad. Tell me if the quality is bad. Tell me what is going on. So the Twitch stream looks very good. Wow, the Twitch stream looks awesome. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, we've got Jump King set up. That's not good. Swap that over to... I don't know. It should have I thought it would copy my settings. Apparently it didn't. Have I got to set them up myself? It doesn't sync start with OBS. Yeah. Well, that's good to know. Okay. Making this in UE5. Yeah. Category. We want to select like... What do we usually go for? We'll just go art today. I do wish Unreal Engine was still audience everyone, tags, UE5, wait, UE5 attack, Unreal Engine. I don't know what are actually some tags. 3D, game dev, development. Seems good to me. I couldn't try Twitch because it wouldn't launch for some reason. No, because your stream is just Gerald. Must be very exciting, this new parallel platform thing. Yeah, I mean, we keep quite a small community. Wow, my microphone actually seems to be peaking. Hold on a minute. Is that fine? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's peaking. Hold on a second. We need a limiter. Yeah, I mean, we have quite a small community anyway, so if I can slightly reach out to the community I have on Twitch, which might not exist anymore, I haven't streamed on Twitch in ages, but hopefully we can snatch some people back up that we used to have watching. Because I had people watch me on Twitch, but wouldn't watch me on YouTube, so if those people still exist somewhere on the interwebs, add a limiter, yes. So that, yeah, okay, that stops me from peaking, good. Okay. I need to set up my actual microphone, but for now we're just sort of scrambling together something. Image slideshow. Yes, let's start up Streamlabs and see the settings I have in there. So for those of you who've not seen my Streamlabs setup, it's not too fancy, which is why I don't mind resetting it all back up. There probably is a way to copy your scenes over, but it's just like this. I've got like these overlays and stuff, and I've got like a couple of extra scenes, and in my main scene I've just got random bits thrown on top, alert boxes and stuff like that. I have no idea how alert boxes will work, because I still like to say thank you when people follow, but I don't know if they will work on a multi-stream, because it's primarily focused on YouTube, right? So I might still get the stuff for YouTube when I set it up, but I might not get the stuff for Twitch, which is a shame, because I don't want to ignore the people on Twitch, so I need some way. Maybe I can keep Twitch's dashboard up. I'm also curious how I get both chats up, because right now I just have YouTube chat up. If someone could write something in Twitch, I'd much appreciate it, because I can see if it actually appears here. Slideshow. Where is my slideshow located? I found using Twitch had hard to navigate with it appearing on the screen, so I gave up using it. Yeah, I've seen people like prefer either or. I like Twitch more because I think Twitch has more of a communal feel to it. Like, it's hard to, for example, if you want to find a YouTube streamer, it's hard to really search anything for that. But when you're on Twitch, you've got all these categories and everything. So I think Twitch is better in general if you want discoverability. So even if I have Twitch as a secondary stream just so people can come from Twitch over to YouTube, that'd be ideal as well. Obviously, any of these things would be ideal. So yeah, I'm not too fast. How do I... Oh man, I'm not very... I'm not unwell. I've still had the same issue I've been having for freaking ages now, where I've just got a phlegmy throat and it feels more blocked than it should. And it's just like really, really... Not really, really bad today, but it's worse. Okay. Oh, add location, add directory. That didn't do anything. Add image slideshow. Previous work. I should really not call this Simpsons, and I should call it something different. Add directory. What was it called? Previous work. It's literally called previous work. Previous work. Select. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. Well, that's my previous work. That is way too short transition time, and that's fine. Is it too short? Nah, that's fine. I actually... Transition speed. What about a little bit faster when it actually transitions? Okay, that's fine. Cool. Well, that's all of our art appearing in the bottom right. Let's click it. Thank you. Can I not match that with that height? Oh well. Cool. That's looking more set up. We need to make some custom borders for things. Okay. Any comments on Twitch yet? Not yet. Actually, I could just write comment in myself, right? Okay, so it doesn't come up on here. There's got to be a way, right? What's the plugin called? Aha. So how do I make a second dock for just Twitch chat? How to add Twitch chat to OBS. Here we go. Go into settings. Oh, but I'm not connected to Twitch. Wait. I can only connect to one at a time. There's got to be a way to add the dashboard to here. I mean, I could just get both of them up and try to monitor both chats, but, you know, it'd be really easy if we could have both chats just up. Uh-oh. I disconnected my chat. Whoops. You know what, let's load up the Simpsons scene so people aren't getting too, Oh, shouldn't be showing all that. It's nothing too figgy, just in a thumbnail, but that one. How do I reattach my chat? Still waiting for that streaming and OBS tutorial, by the way. Just kidding. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I say forgot. I've just been busy doing stuff. I can't even. I really want to play on my Steam Deck, but every time, it's not even. I can't even use it as a good excuse because it'll be like socializing with friends and stuff, which I can push aside and do something more productive. Is that Steven? It is. All right. Hey, Michael, man. I do find it funny when I was like, I kind of want to start streaming on Twitch again, but I want to do both. And then they were like, oh yeah, we've lifted the ban. Oh my god, it's that Steven you right in the other chat too. I could always just like put both the chats on one screen. Like, I don't. Which chat are you watching now? The second time I said, oh my god, is it Steven? I was looking at the Twitch chat. But yeah, I could always put them both on one screen. It's a little bit messy. But for now, I'll bet I'll find a way that will work. But I can like do a proper revamp of everything, make everything look nice for Twitch, and we can start being a big streamer. But there's got to be a way that I can add both of them to OBS like this. Is UE5 still opening? Oh, it is. Well, we've got to wait for that, apparently. Okay. A few minutes behind. YouTube has always been behind, though. For those of you who don't know, is it actually minutes or is it just a couple of seconds? Or are you not fully... Because YouTube will sometimes drop me behind. I've got to re-click the live button to get back up to date. But is it a few minutes or is it like about 15 seconds? Because I've always found that YouTube has always been behind for some reason. Yeah, 20 seconds. Yeah, YouTube has always been behind. It's always been very annoying. It's one of the reasons I really liked Twitch, because Twitch was all very like fast. I'm just timing it now. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Am I really that far behind? 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, it's about 20 seconds. Oh my god. At least it looks like it. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, yeah. Oh my god, yeah, I'm so far behind. Wow. Why is it so far behind? It's further behind than it's usually. Oh, is it because I'm using the legacy input? Yeah, quality on Twitch has always been better. Technically, the quality should be lower because I'm using it as a second output. So it should be going for YouTube first, but YouTube has always been lower quality. I think it's behind on YouTube for a reason I set up myself. But I can't change it now, I don't think. Let me go to my YouTube dashboard. YouTube Studio? No. I want to go to... Wait, Studio? live. Here we go. Stream setup. Yeah, I'm on the normal latency. I need to somehow get it to ultra low latency. Nah, it shouldn't matter too much. Hi, Steve. I made the new gun weapon and finally managed to export in Unreal Engine 4 and fixed it in my player's hand, but slight wrong alignment. Oh, okay. So it's almost fine. You just need to get it slightly aligned, right? Okay, so let's at least do something today. Today's replacing Friday, and Friday's only like an hour stream because reasons. I like having Saturdays my full day off usually, because obviously I work full-time during the week. Try to squeeze in a Friday stream, and Saturdays I just have all to myself. I usually end up sleeping most of the day to catch up on sleep I missed during the week. So what's the latency like on Twitch? Because Twitch has always been better for this kind of stuff. For me, anyway. So let me move around. 3,1,004. About 3.5, 4 seconds. Why is Twitch always better at this stuff? I say this. I see some YouTubers who are fine, but I've always struggled with Twitch. Get some Simpsons. Yeah, and I also have to, pick up fiction and drop function, right? Or maybe I just let it in his hand when the game starts. Maybe. But an easier solution. Has Unreal Engine 5 crashed sometimes for you? As I've seen it happen to some people that have done stores. What kind of crashes? Like just dies and it says it stopped working, or what kind of crashes are we referring to? So your game is looking way nice. You're not even got... It's not even fully textured in this room yet. It's not really a game, to be fair. Just an art project. If I actually simulate and thingy it, get to the right tones. How much is it lagging right now? Because we always have... Yeah, I need an upgraded card just to make it so my scene doesn't kill my stream. Oh. I mean, I might release a walk around of it, Jess, but it's not a game, it's just an art piece. I'm not a... Well, I am a game developer, but I'm just an artist. Like, I don't make games playable. I feel like artists will get annoyed at me for saying that, because you still have to make the assets and make the assets playable. But you know what I mean? I don't make it so you actually can interact with things. I think graphics card, I heard for some people, Unreal crashes. I think, because Unreal causes... parts of my PC to be a bit naff, but I think that's because I'm using a 1080. I think if I was using a proper RTX card, because Lumen is done with RTX with ray tracing. I researched this not long ago. It's built off of how ray tracing works, and if you've not got a ray tracing card, it's not going to be good for your graphics card. So I have a feeling, I might be wrong, these people you might be watching may have a ray tracing card, but for my experience with it, I think a lot of my issues with Unreal will get fixed if I just had a ray tracing card, so a 20 series or later GTX. How much is easy? I got a question. How much is easy how much is easy it to use Unreal 5? There you go. I think it's very, very easy. There's a few hurdles you got to jump through when you're trying to learn how to use it to begin with, but they're only very short hurdles. It's not very hard. I have a 3060 RTX 12GB. Will this be? Yeah, oh yeah, that should be absolutely fine. I mean, if we compare the cards to me and you, I got 1080 Ti versus. So the big part isn't even the performance of the card, right? It's to do with its architecture, as I was told by a programmer. If it's built up on a ray tracing architecture. Oh, so my card is apparently free. Oh, wait, that's a TI. Have you got a TI? 360. My card's apparently 40% faster, but again, Yours is built up to work with ray tracing, so if you want to use Lumen and stuff, yours will probably run better anyway. What? I thought you had a better one. No, I've been sitting on a 1080 for ages. It's such a good card. And because graphics cards have been so expensive recently, I've just not had any reason. I bought it off my brother very cheap. I think he sold it to me like £100, 200. And it was worth like 600-700 pre-owned at that point when I got it. Maybe a little less, because it is a 1080 Ti, which that's the highest. Did it? I don't even think they did a 1090, did they? They might have done. 10 series. No, yeah, 1080 Ti was the highest graphics card in that generation. Yeah, UI is very intuitive from a person who's struggling to read user interface. At times, I struggle to find a setting, but yeah, pretty much that. I think the biggest part that could be annoying in Unreal Engine is finding that one tick box. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can be really difficult when something's broken. I think a really, really, really good example of this, and I'll show you. Let's add a sign camera. So I have to do this all the time. And luckily, I don't forget about it because I've done it so much. So if you get a camera out, and let's possess the camera. What is this? Sign active 3. So now we're taking control of this camera. Let's say I wanted a nice shot of, I don't know, here. But I want this part to be sharp and this part to be blurred, right? Now, camera setups in UE4. Hey, CMD's learning. How's it going, man? Camera setting up camera, in UE4, 4, both actually. It's really annoying because when they introduced the Mandalorian stuff, they changed all the way that the settings work. In fact, it may have been before this. They made it so it's all camera settings, which always annoys me because I am not a physical photographer. I am a digital photographer. I just want sliders to say depth of field. You have to do it differently now. The best way I found it is to go like this, do your f-stop to a really low number so it blurs it. And then using this, which you can actually see the debugger for it. There you go. And it will cause this line that shows you where your focus is being drawn. You can also click this little box, click this little, what do they call them? Sampler, and left click what you want to select, right? And then turn the debugger off and you should have it focusing pretty well there. Now, one huge problem here, hopefully this won't get too laggy, is we have a nice focus on the fridge now, right? Let's get rid of that. Okay, I don't know how laggy it's going to be, so I'll minimize it. We have a really nice focus on the fridge, but look at this glass back here. The glass... Yeah, Letterborn, I'm thinking about start working on a project in Unreal Engine 5. Oh, I definitely recommend it. Wait, what part's better in the long run? I may have missed something. Or you are like 20 seconds behind, so I have to remember what I said 20 seconds ago. Anyway, so what's annoying about this? Oh, you mean the camera settings make it cool, man. Yeah, camera changes. Yeah, maybe if you learn them properly, it means you can take the information that you know in the engine outside to real cameras and vice versa. So it does make it better, probably. Oh, you're on Twitch, nice. Oh wait, you've got my YouTube up to chat, but my Twitch up to I think that's a really good idea. Phone. Oh, I was like, what? Yeah, so it's probably good to do it that way because you can then cross-reference your real-life cameras to your cameras actually in the engine. If you learn it, I still don't know what most of these settings mean because I don't know much about cameras. So anyways, what I'm talking about is tick boxes. So you look at this and you see that this back here, this glass, is sharp. It's not being blurred. Why is that? Now, all you have to do to fix this is come into your material that is your glass. Make sure you click your material. Come down here, and I never usually find it. I just go DOF. DOF is depth of field. And it used to be a tick box, but now it's apparently not. That's interesting. And just go before. Because what it's doing is it's rendering the glass after it's rendered your depth of field. Which I don't know why that's default. There's probably a very good reason. But now after I apply this, that should blur correctly. There you go. My glass is now blurring. So I have no idea why that's its default way of doing things. We don't need the camera now. But it just is. And it's Not a tick box, actually. It's a drop down. But in UE4, it was a tick box. So if you forgot to tick that tick box, you would have these really sharp glass materials. Oh, all my projects are upgraded as well. This is the Jess and Letterborn, because Letterborn is replying to Jess. All my projects I have done that's in UE5 at the moment have been upgraded from UE4. So it works like a charm, like a dream. No issues from me. Aurora Borealis. This time of day, completely localized in your kitchen. Yes. May I see it? No. The best part about working on this kind of project is I can just be reminded of The Simpsons, and that's fun. I love The Simpsons. It's probably... You know, it's really hard to say. My probably favorite animated show is Futurama. But the thing with The Simpsons should be an Easter egg. I should have Aurora Borealis as an Easter egg, even if it's just a picture somewhere, just of actually Aurora Borealis. No, I should just make steamed hams. I think that's going to have to be an afterthought thing. Us putting in Easter eggs. I think that'd be really fun. I mean, we've already got some, not really an Easter egg, but we've got some funny bits. Like I've tried to reference Homer by having beer cans with a lot of condensation on them. Look at that. I love that. Look how detailed that looks. Whoa. If I move my projects or open with Unreal 5 with a copy of all the assets and objects, animation, they should, yeah. Everything should work fine, but I don't know about programming. My programmer friends who I work with have said they are worried about converting over because they think something could happen. Yeah, so I've not really got many references so far. I've just been making stuff. But if we come into here, I do have... Should I have got actually sexy Flanders, like when he was like shaking his butt in a in his suit? Steamed hams. Steamed hams. I said steamed hams. That's what we called him in Edeka. Well, I'm from Edeka. What does he say? It's a regional dialect. Which region? Yams. I love the detail of the Marge drawing. Yeah. I should actually get a proper signature of Marge and not just me crappily writing m.simpson. I have terrible handwriting. But I think it's I think it's a silly touch. I also like having references to my old scenes. I know some people will probably go, "What? Why would you do that?" But I just think it's cool because it sort of splices my work together. Did I do it in my last scene? I didn't do it in my last scene or the scene before, but I do like doing it. So if you guys have any recommendations of what to actually do with the stream, hit me up because I would like to improve how the stream is. I'd like to get some nicer overlay effects and whatnot. But I don't have any of that right now because we've obviously just reset up once again our entire stream. I say once again, I've not done this in a very long time. Sorry it took so long for me to start streaming. This is why it took me so long. I wonder if people would be uncomfortable with me replying to people on one platform than the other. I'll just explain what someone said if it needs to. I feel like if I need to explain something, right? Like if I'm replying to someone and it's going to confuse chat, I'll just say, "Oh, this person said this on Twitch." I'm going to reply to it. I miss how the older Simpsons episodes would teach about real life lessons. You know what? Do you ever remember when Homer... What season was this? When Homer... Can I clear seam here? Clear sharp, sorry. Oh, I just cleared seams. Hold on, man. I don't want to do that. Clear sharp. And then... Oh, I wanted this corner to be smooth. Is that fine? Yeah, that's fine, right? 25. Oh, it needs to be just above because that corner 50. Put the chats on screen, but I guess you need a stream overlay. Oh, that's true. I could have it like coming up Where am I on camera? Coming up like just above me, I guess. Just like one of those fade chats. But the problem is, again, is they're not combined. If I could find a way to combine both chats and have it study overlaid on top of each other, not overlaid, but actually messaged through, I could have that on the stream. It looked more streaming professional as well. Good luck. I would open a copy so you can always go back. I think you have to open a copy, right? Every time I've gone to convert, it always says make a copy. So it always makes a copy anyway. Eee, what is happening here? What is happening in there? Aurora Borealis. Aurora Borealis. That's the only reference that's coming to my mind right now. Can you see in there? Am I crazy? You can. Huh. Do you look at my skills of Blender moderate and go, wow, how can Steve do this when I can't use Blender? That's better. Didn't remember that. I could be wrong. Maybe it doesn't say that anymore. But for some reason, that's how every time I've converted it, it's something's coming to mind about it. So this is just a sticker. Make it say intersects just. And then Unwrap failed to solve. Seems needs to be added. You think so? Oh, it's got a back face. I don't need the back face. There you go. Oh, that is a. Why does that look so bad? I mean, that's what it's telling me it needs to unwrap like, so I guess we can just say screw it and hope that's fine. Did I actually remove all my seams earlier? That's fine. So that's everything unwraps, right? I just need to now average island scale and pack islands. Oh, what is this? Huh? Oh, I've not done the whole freaking base, have I? So I could delete the back out here. Because if we actually go in here, you can't see the back. Look at that light bleeding. So that would save me a lot of hassle. I might just do that. I mean, technically, I could delete this out and then also on top of that, probably grab this and pull this forward like this and literally have just a front bit of the machine. If we want to open it, I kind of ruin everything doing that. But if we want to keep it closed, that should be fine. Ah. What type of cat have you got? Can you send any pictures in the cat chat, in the animal? Wow, I got so many bite marks. You ever get like one bite mark that's super itchy? It's the smallest little bite. It's so itchy. Barely watched The Simpsons. I just remember there was a couple of moments. A couple of Monte Cristo. No, Monte Cristo. Sounds like a thing I should know what it means. Oh, right, okay. Fried a grilled sandwich. And one where Lisa tried to save the balls. Oh, I do remember that one, yeah. Lisa's always doing like silly. Right, unwrap this. Average islands. Pack. Okay. Not the most terrible pack in the world. A bit more space between things. There's no way. There's got to be a way I can increase quality here, right? If I were to scale this up a little bit, could I get this in here? Let's get it down a little bit. Could. Then that loses quality. So that's probably a bad idea. I mean, I could definitely get these bits in here, no problem. One thing about Blender that's not good with unwrap is it doesn't identify holes to be filled. Not too much of a problem, but does mean you have to do a little bit of manual work sometimes. Manual labor. What kind of person wants to do manual labor? Ugh. One thing I used to like about doing manual labor is you always felt like you'd actually done something physical at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, it felt like I didn't need to exercise because I'd already done a lot of exercise during the day. Love average islands unless I'm going on vacation, then I'd like them to be above average. I like that. Auto pack is the best. I would hate having to manually like auto pack is pretty good, but sometimes it's. I mean, to be fair, this isn't really Blender's fault because these things are such big sized. It causes the issue of how do you pack these? Like if I were to rotate this now, it can't really squeeze in anywhere. I can't get it really in the corner here. And if I would, what would I achieve? So we're basically left with all these extra bits that I can scale to get a little bit more detail out of, which will basically make the texture density for certain areas a bit bigger than it should be. But it's probably better than, as I've said in the past, recently, I prefer scaling things up these days and making sure I take up the room and sacrificing the averageness of the scale. Does that make sense? Because I feel like getting those extra pixels in, even if some parts are going to be now slightly higher quality, it's better to do that than to have everything in general lower quality because you're trying to match the highest thing. I think a great example when this really doesn't work is when you have like a very tall asset, right? And you've not like done seams in it to cut it up, so you end up let's select this. I waste so much time explaining small bits, but that's kind of the point of the stream, so the more I can explain, the better. Wow, that can't be right. Let's make it a bit taller. Right, you end up with something like this. Now, when you average the islands from this, and then pack, you'll get something like this. Because of how tall this is, averaging everything around it, it's going to make everything smaller. So, I'd either mark a seam in here, and do something like this, and keep going like that, or I would just select these and basically don't just ignore the fact that this is going to be lower quality and make everything else higher quality and squeeze them in. Know what I'm saying? I think that's better than how I used to do it, which is kind of not scaling other things up. Yeah, there are always errors which are less important to see. That too. I mean, look at this. I literally deleted the back of it and pulled this part forward because you're literally never going to see it, so I can save a bunch on that. All right. So how did I import this to begin with? Have we got an origin point here? Oh, we do. Nice. I usually any average group of islands that are similar details. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's what you want to do, right? You're averaging the scale because you want things to be at similar detail. So if you're able to identify what you want to be at similar detail, then you select those things and you average them. So yeah, I feel like that's the area you should go. It's very easy to get lazy. Or Mega Cool Man coming in clutch with some helpful things. I haven't had the time to research combining the chats. Combining YouTube chat with thingy, no programming required. No programming? Oh, it does say programming. I was going to say no programs. Keeps you in one place. If I can get all you guys in one place, I'd be so happy. Oh, no programming required, but you still got to download a plugin. Is that what it's telling me? Oh, and it tells you what they're chatting from? Oh my god. Oh, you know what? I've still not added... I'm going off track here. Not added my... Oh god, what are they called? Alert boxes. How do I add an alert box on here? Does normal OBS have alert boxes? I can't imagine it doesn't. I'm gonna do some of this after stream and try to get it more suitable. Game, image, media, scene, text. So there isn't. Huh. Okay, so yeah, I'll get... Can I get sword? Let's close that. Download for Windows. Oh, it's Restream. Well, that won't work because it's connected to Restream. And I avoided using Restream because Restream costs to use. Right? Will that work? Yeah, you actually have to use Restream from Let's Do It, right? Oh well. Let's go back to here. We want to right click origin. You guys ever like look at your old work and wonder how much better you actually are? Or should I say, do you ever not look at your old work and wonder how good you actually are before evaluating some old work? Because I always think back to my old work and I'm always like, I don't think my modeling has got much better over the years, but I don't know how true that actually is. Because anytime I do open an old project, I'm like, these models suck. So I'm not sure if that's mostly in my head. Because I think most of the area I've improved in is like texturing, level design, stuff like that, but not necessarily the modeling part. It's assets. Get to assets, and then we've got... Oh, it's my... Yeah. My brother's alarm going off. I was like, I thought that was my phone. So we've got these assets, and I need to not name over... I want to name over the top of them. That's what I want to say. Kitchen, washing machine. Because it's going to replace them, essentially. Kitchen... Washing machine. Selected objects. Oh, I did it this time. We can undo to get back at its spot. I wonder about my UV mapping skills. Just thought about it before. My UV mapping skills went from like non-existent in third year university. Like I wasn't terrible, but it was almost non-existent to I think I'm a pretty good UV mapper now. You can give me any shape and I will UV map it. My only biggest part is I don't make it look incredibly neat. Like if you look at some of my friends, especially someone I work with, he'll have everything perfectly spaced and like a jigsaw puzzle. I don't do that. I personally think it's a waste of time. He will probably thoroughly disagree with me. I personally think it's a waste of time. I think that takes up a lot of extra time just to maybe make it 2% more efficient. I'd rather just do like I've done here. We're losing this space, but I don't know how he'd feel that anyway. But for example, like he'd never have anything slightly tilted, which I don't mostly either. But if I could show you a UV map from him versus through mine, his would look much neater when it comes to actually laying it out, whereas mine won't, because I just get it to the point where they work fine. I'm not trying to make the best looking UV map to exist, you know what I mean? I'm a very, like, I want to go fast kind of person. So for me, if doing these extra details and everything for a UV map is going to take up time, I just don't do it. I'll probably stay till about 1:15, maybe 1:30, and we'll call it a day. I'll go off stream and try to figure out how I can get chats connected, stuff like that. But hopefully, and I'll try to add detailing and stuff. Like we'll try to revamp, or I'll try to revamp Twitch and whatnot, get it looking nice. I'm not really a graphics designer, so I don't know how well I'll actually be able to do that, but It bamboozles me how bad I am at stuff like that. Like, I'm so bad when it comes to wow, lost train of thought. Can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh well. Alright, let's write that in. Okay. My brain is clearly thinking about random stuff at the moment, so my thought just emptied my head real fast. One thing I quickly want to show, actually. Oh. It's inverted. I was like, what the heck is going on? It looks like it's, like, actually dented in. That's a really weird effect. What's actually happening is... Oh my god, where am I? If we go into two-sided in here, you'll see that's inverted. To fix that, just select the whole thing, Control A, Shift N, and it will fix that for me. It just makes the normals face the correct way. I hate how many words are used similarly. Like a normal map. I guess they are related to the same theme, because the normals of an object is where, I guess, their faces are directed, right? If you have a value of 1 on your normals, it means you're all facing out normal. Like, outwards. I don't know how accurate that is, actually. I think that's somewhat accurate. In a programming sense, I think technically it's got a lot of actually... a lot going on. Because if we actually look at, like, a cube, I'm pretty sure when you talk about normals, you're talking about where they're facing in relevance to basically everything. So this is, like, on a normal sense, facing Z, or Z plus, yes, or this is facing Z minus. And then as they tilt, you start facing different ways on your normals. In a artist perspective, though, I don't have to think about it that way, because if you have the value of 1 on your normals in Engine, it just means they're facing outwards. And as soon as you start changing those values, you start forcing those normals to sort of trick to be facing somewhere else, right? And that's what normal maps are doing, because in a normal map, for those of you who don't know what normal maps actually do, you're basically just telling that part of the surface, okay, that part of the surface to look like it's essentially facing somewhere else. That's way, sort of, it's tricking the light into thinking it's facing a different way. So that way when the light hits it, it gives the illusion it's hitting it from a certain angle, making it look like a normal map. That's a very, very generalized way of putting it. An actual person who knows way more about normal maps will actually be able to explain that way better. But that's sort of the gist of it. It's kind of how it works. But I hate that when you got, like, when you look at an object as well and you're like, oh, let's smooth the normals. It's just weird to think about, because everything likes using the same words. Like, smooth normals, you've got normal maps. The actual faces themselves are, you know, on normals. It's a lot of, like, combined, a lot of words that intersect with each other. It makes sense to say normals, because they are still all affecting the same thing. But I wish there was more words used to help separate them out. Because if I said to someone, oh, how's your normals, to an artist, they'll probably just go, oh, my normal maps are fine. No. How are the normals? And I might be referring to flat or smooth normals. You know what I mean? Like, it's... You can describe it more when speaking about it. And be like, oh, are your normals set to smooth or are they set to sharp? And that will instantly make someone, or hopefully, a 3D artist will instantly know what you mean when you say that. There's just a lot of combined... Or not combined wording, it's just one word being used for multiple purposes. And I just don't like it. How do you guys feel? I don't know, it was a bit of a rant there. How do you guys feel about that? It's always bothered me when things share too much the same word. I'd rather have everything separated out in meaning. I don't know how to export it. Got 5 people on Twitch right now, which is good. But I'm wondering how many of those people are just you guys watching me on both. Which is naughty. I mean, I'm not fussed if you are doing that, but naughty, you're not supposed to do that. Yeah, right. It is all describing the same thing. And I guess, like I said, if you are trying to separate the meanings out, so you're trying to talk about hard and soft normals, you would hopefully say, are your normals soft or are they hard? Instead of just saying, oh, how are your normals, which makes it a little bit more vast on what they could mean. Where, again, if you talk about normal maps and not actually the normal direction your asset's facing on a more mathematical level, you'd say, you could check now what my viewers. No, I can. No, you can't. There is like it. Well, you can, but it never works. It was just says nobody's watching. In my language, like and love are the same word, and friend and boyfriend, girlfriend are the same word too. So I get the struggle. Oh, that's interesting. I never knew that. I can't remember if I just explored it. Whoops. I think I did, right? I'm pretty sure I did. Hold on a minute. I think that's one thing I do like about the English language when you're comparing it to, well, the American English. When you talk about American English, there's a lot of words that they use. At least this is my experience with American English. Now, in some cases, I prefer American English. Don't get me wrong. And even their pronunciation of words, I prefer because to me it makes more sense. However, one thing I've noticed big, and I used to say this a bit when I was younger and I had a lot more American friends, is they tend to have less words to describe things. If you want... trying to think of a good example. I'm trying to think. The first thing that comes to mind is biscuit and cookie, but I can't think of how descriptive that is. Because I do remember my American friends agreeing with this, that they tend to use less words to mean more things, while we are much more descriptive with our wording, or with our words singularly, because we tend to have specific words for specific things. American language assumes you are young. Eyeglasses. That is true. I think one I saw was like horseback riding, which I find funny because I always used to hear it horseback riding, but I guess I always used to hear it used in American shows where we just call it, what do we call it? Horse riding. Because I remember a comedian making fun of it. It's like, you got to tell them where they got to go. They got to sit on their backs because they wouldn't know otherwise unless you said horseback riding. You know what? With that said, I guess that's, in some ways, they are more descriptive, though, right? Because eyeglasses is the glasses. If you say, oh, pass me the glasses, and someone hands you 2 drinking glasses, you'd be like, no, I meant my glasses, you know, my glasses. Whereas if you say eyeglasses, they know what you meant. But I've always experienced it the other way around when I've talked to my American friends. And usually I just found words, we had more words to describe more things. German is the richest language. I know, I believe, but I think Spanish is really... Well, German's, like, really interesting because they'll be like... They'll just have a word for, like, everything. Sometimes we have a word for it and then I've just never heard of it. But, like, what did I remember seeing a video that talked about it. And it'd say, you know, if you... I can't think of an example. We'll just do not a real example. And it'd be like, if you like tea, you'd say in English, I like tea. But in German, and there'll be like a very specific word that means you like tea specifically. Again, this isn't a real example. I'm just sort of fabricating one right now to exaggerate some of the words they use. But it's amazing, because I think that's really interesting. Not that we have more words to describe the same thing, more that, like, Americans tend to generalize something with one word, while we then separate them out into more subcategories with different words. I really wish I could think of an example right now. Like the biscuit and biscuits are coming into mind. I guess that is one. So an American will call... I like tea in German. It's just... Oh, yeah, I know, Comic. I was just like doing a non... So someone's messaged me on Twitch. I was just like a not actually real example. I was just saying that I've seen like a video where they described that the German language will have words to describe much more specific things instead of combining words together. Yeah, I know there's not actually a word to mean I like tea. I was just given a not real life example. Cake, cupcake. Yeah. I mean, we always have a lot of words to describe one thing. Like you'll have cob, bap, roll, and all that just to mean a bread roll. But like cookie and biscuit, the reason they were coming into mind is because a cookie to English people is one of those big soft cookies, and a biscuit is one of the small hard things that you dip in your tea. Whereas Americans will just call them biscuits. Wait, no, cookies. They'll just call all them cookies. But we won't use the word cookie to mean a biscuit, because to us they're not. A cookie is a big soft cookie. For those of you who've not seen a cookie, which I can't imagine you haven't, but these. A cookie is quite soft to bite into, and I love cookies. I also like biscuits, but I prefer cookies, whereas a biscuit is like this. Whereas when I talk to Americans, they will just say the word cookie to mean all of them. A cookie will mean one of those large cookies, but it'll also mean a biscuit. But equally, they have a much smaller selection of biscuits. So the example I can think of right now, annoyingly. Muffin and cupcakes are completely different things. Yeah. Biscuits in general in America are... People say they look like scones. I can't imagine they taste like scones. Yeah, so a muffin, letterborn, would be... So I should be able to find it. I always find this actually really funny, because in England, you have a muffin, and you have an English/breakfast muffin, which I find so funny that we call it an English muffin. Because an English muffin is this, which is like, God, how do you explain an English muffin? I just realized that comics I can see what people have left messages by. So I've gone off track here. Comic on Twitch right now, he's messaging me about, not really, I like tea in German is just ich mag tea. Apparently 2 years ago he wrote, the German word for poison is gift. That's really weird sounding. Anyways, so yeah, a muffin is like an egg McMuffin for like a McDonald's, because I know McDonald's do McMuffins in other countries. Holy bread. Whereas a muffin, I feel like if you said to an English person what's a muffin, they'd describe one of these. And they are kind of like cupcakes. But muffin versus cupcake. I like muffins, I don't like cupcakes. You know what, I said they're very different. I'm not sure what the biggest difference is, but muffins taste more gooier and just nicer to me, whereas a cupcake just has always tasted drier and different. I don't know what it is. Lighter and fluffier texture than muffins, while cupcakes batters are soft and smooth. Muffin batters are thicker, resulting in a denser texture similar to bread. 9. Yeah, 9. I know that one. There you go, that sets muffins and cupcakes apart. Basic ingredients we use to make treats are the same. Oh, so they are basically the same. They just have different quantities. Cupcakes are higher in sugar and fat. Really? Maybe I just get bad muffins. Muffins to me are never moister. I know people don't like that word, but wait, cupcakes to me, sorry, are never moister. Muffins always are. So that's interesting to read that. Oh yeah, muffin, blueberry muffin. Okay, so they're actually quite similar. They just taste very different to me. I've always liked muffins, but I'm not a big fan of cupcakes. So, fridge. What are we gonna make this? We made so much progress today. So you got that here, but you've also got here. I think that one being separate colors is gonna be better. Let's do a color pass first. 3 colors and a metal for this, preferably. I could make this have a paint on it. It doesn't have to be metal. So We'll do our base first. I have to model a muffin for the scene. It's actually really easy to model a muffin because the way it's shaped, you can basically just generate it. Is that the one I'm looking for? Oh, wait. For God's sake, why does it look different every time? Okay, so that looks like it goes here still. Well, that goes here, here, here. So these are just base color passes. Maybe a bite out of it. Does Homer eat a muffin? Can we do a replication of something Homer eats? Oh, it doesn't. See, the problem is we'd need a donut, right? Oh, I could do the donut tutorial. Hold on a minute. Andrew Price. Donut. Is that actual donut tutorial? A donut, sorry. D-O-N-U-T? I thought donut was like dough and then nut together. That don't look right. Yeah, I could do his tutorial making a donut. God. I know he's explaining everything, but... Whoa. Oh, right. And if you just, like, slightly misshapes it to make it look more natural. I feel like we have to get donut right. There's so many series. Yeah, he's insane with his donuts. I fell out of love with Andrew a little bit. Like, and then that might surprise some people, but I think it's when he, like, made his brand Polygon. And every time I'd watch a video after he's made his brand, and this is no hatred to him, it's just I personally just fell out of love with him. It was when he'd say, all right, so you don't actually need to make these assets, just go onto Polygon and, you know, if you're a subscriber, just get them from there and place them in the scene. I'm like, well, no, this is not showing how to do it anymore like it used to. This is just showing go to your website that you're subscribed to and just grab them from there. I was like, I don't know. It did feel like a cash grab at all. It was just him. Because his website's useful. I've not been on it a long time, actually. Polygon. But I remember using it. I think I got like a mock trial. Yeah, he's got some cool stuff. It's like materials, textures. Like, it's a good site. But I feel like when you're trying to make a tutorial and telling someone how to make this, and then you show them not how to make it, you just show them just go buy some assets from your website. Yeah, it made me go, oh... No. Oh, okay. Again, that is just my personal feelings towards it. I still think he's awesome, and I still think he makes some really good content. Not recently. Then again, I've not watched him recently, so maybe he has. I just haven't seen it. I just assumed he's gone off to bigger and brighter futures. Right now, if we just sit a rough over the top, we can generalize the paint roughness. I never took those vids as modeling stories. They were more scene design vids. Remind me of a whole using free assets. Yeah, but like, we always have. It wasn't about that. It's like when I used to watch Andrew Price years ago, he'd show you how to make everything from the base up. So it was just like a shift in his videos. Like, it's still good. But it's just, I used to watch him because it'd show you how to actually make everything. So it just didn't appeal to me anymore. There are many great blends you see, like Poly Ford, for example. I have no idea what it is. I haven't watched like YouTube stories in a very long time. I don't really have the time to do so, to be honest. Tutorial channel with no tutorials. Is that me? Or Or are you just referring to my comment on Andrew? Like I said, the reason it affects me personally because I used to watch him specifically for those reasons, right? Because he tried to make everything. But if your intention is to put things together using the way he shows, that's fine. I'm not judging the way he shows how to do it. I'm just it's like when you're subscribed to a YouTube channel, then they swap to different content. It doesn't make that content worse, but as someone who used to watch the old content, it makes me less interested. Does that make sense? But you can only do so many other same videos. CG is very similar to this. Used to do many niche videos, but yeah. I mean, it's like my material stores. Like I just sort of ran out of things to do, so I didn't make any more. Kind of see tutorials these days. I mean, it's true. I don't make too much myself, tutorial-wise. Oh, that's interesting. You turn off the color and then just do a shine to it. Get like a weird imperfection detailing. That's totally unsettable. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a shift in content, really. It's not at all directed as my normal complaints about using stuff and claiming it as your own. My only biggest complaint about that usually is when you're, especially an artist. Oh, I made this environment on your portfolio. I even had what's his name come to me? Steve Streams, pretty much. What's his name? Someone in my chat came to me and he said, yeah, we have people come to my company all the time for an interview. And then we ask them about what they've actually made and they say nothing. And he says they have to just send them out the interview because they basically lie on their portfolio and resume and say, I made this. And it's just a scene that they bought loads of assets for and threw together, which isn't the same. If you're applying for an arts job, an environment art job, they're going to expect you to know Steve Dreams. Ooh, they're going to expect you to know how to actually do art. If you're going for just a level design position, that's fine because that is level design, but you should make that clear on your portfolio and on your CV, right? Oh, level designer, not environment artist, prop artist, and then you don't actually make any of those things. I prefer really concise videos that just show you how to use the tools. Yeah. I mean, I always try to get really to the point. That's the biggest compliment about my work anyway, is I try my best just to get straight to the point. Ah, that's a nice detailing on it. Nice. Hold on a minute. Oh, wait. Wait. What? How can I... Oh. Well, yeah, how can I untick everything and it still add... Is that in the folder too? No, okay. Take you away. I want the dirt. I want the scratches. Yep. I want the edge damage. Yeah, perfect. I don't want the base color because we've already colored it in. I kind of actually want to make it a little shinier. I'm like here. And then make that dirt layer I did. A bit shinier on top of that. Cool. Then I want a kind of strong grunge, I guess. If we go like ambient. Is there not actually an ambient occlusion mask? Well, AO. Huh. Well, you got cavity, so it's basically the same thing. Cavity rust. Oh, not what I wanted. Cavity rust. Yeah, something like this. We do like a multiply on that. And we may get those parts darker, but we make it very, very weak. I kind of want that not very sharp at all. Not very sharp, not very rough. But I want to turn down its effects on here and in the roughness, so you get an overlay. So areas that are shinier, yeah, you get a build up. Nice. Looking a bit dirtier. Sweet. And then we just want some scratches. to search occlusion. I didn't. Or did I spell it wrong? Occlusion. Oh, I'm an idiot. What did I write? Ambient. Right. I was going to say, I swear that was occlusion maps, but I thought I was just imagining things. I think our cavity looks better anyway. See, we've not got any grunge, actually grunge builder, but I kind of don't want, again, it's March. I don't mind things having wear, but I really shouldn't be making them as dirty as I'm making them. Wear's fine, because they're supposed to be poor and you can't replace things. Well, not poor. You can't consider them poor by how big their house is, but they're not supposed to be well off. So holding on to slag as long as possible makes the most sense for them, right? Uh-oh. Bless me. I also like breakdown videos or just vlogs about cool stuff that was done. Channel I mentioned does it like... Okay. Actually, no, you know what? I've definitely heard of him. Polyford. I feel like I'm going to recognize the picture. Oh, no, definitely not. Wow. 500,000. Oh my god, this guy's nuts. Oh, he looks like a nice guy. Look at him. Okay, what was I doing? Not the ambient occlusion. Oh, we need a ground grunge anyway. Ground dirt. Yeah, so like this. We don't want the extra grunge up here. We want to adjust this. I only have a little bit less texture. Yeah, like that. And then we make it like a... Probably, I was going to say like a brown, but... You don't get brown at the bottom of things. You just sort of get like a... Like that, right? And then we want this very rough. Yeah, nice. And then we want to turn it down a tad. Whoa. I mean the roughness. I was going to say, I'm not seeing any difference. Down a tad. And then you have a minor detailing on it. In fact, even less than that. Just, get a little bit of that coming from the bottom. And I think that's basically all we want for this, right? I don't think we need any extra detailing above that. What time is it? Okay, yeah, I'll be ending stream very, very shortly. Where am I going? Simpsons is in the E drive, right? Yeah, Simpsons. Kitchen assets, textures, washing machine? Question mark? I assume that's a washing machine. No, I always call that. I don't know what's wrong with me. I always say washing machine instead of dishwasher. Dishwasher. I mean, it might be a washing machine. They both wash. It's just the word that comes to mind. Okay. Okay, we're not looking at being overly optimized. We don't mind making things higher resolution than they need to be. It's absolutely fine. I do think that was one of the biggest tips I got a very long time ago. Dishwasher, yeah, because it washes dishes, right? But I always call both of them washing machines. And I don't know why. Wow, because they both wash. What, you name them both washing machine as well? Oh. Is that kind of gross? That's a very common thing in the United Kingdom. We tend to not have enough room to have a separate room to, like, for them. Maybe it's a Steve thing, maybe. I don't like speaking from the whole of England, but I've literally... I can't think of a house I've ever been in where I've not seen a washing machine and a... Yeah, washing machine, yeah. In the kitchen. Washing machine in kitchen. Oh, okay, yeah, it's a British thing. So the British people are right. The washing machine should be in your kitchen. Honestly, no. If you have a separate room to have your washing machine, dishwasher, and tumble dryer, you should have it. The English just don't have that separate room. Like, I wonder if like an average English house floor plan. Yeah, look, you don't have, that's actually quite a big kitchen. You just don't have a separate room or anything, because you don't often have the room in an average English house. You would not be able to fit it, because you'd have it like attached here or something, right? Or even here. But then you'd have no room actually in your kitchen. I wonder who has the smallest houses. Probably Japan, right? Hong Kong. Oh, England has the average smallest home in Europe. Your friend has a utility room. That must be nice. Yeah, we have... The English have the smallest house in Europe, not the world. That's so sad. Jesus, I can't find anything on the world. All these articles are just saying England has the smallest homes in Europe. Okay. What country has the smallest homes? New Yorkers. Yeah, but then that would class as like America, right? Then if you average America out, it's huge. That's like comparing it to London. Think of small London houses. I'll always go back to this guy isn't even in London, but that's my... I've got so many tabs open. Once again. What? Pause Lofi. I got how small this guy's flat is in Brighton.
My new flat is really fucking shit. I had to pay an arm and a leg for it. It's really fucking shit, but the ceiling's quite high. Shame the fucking walls couldn't be the same height. The window's fucking dirty, there's no fucking view. I've got to leave my flat if I want to do a poo. The fridge is so low that I always hit my head in the sink by the side of my fucking single bed. You know what, there's people out there that don't even have a roof over their head. And I'm sitting here making an aggressive sweary...
Houses in the US are much larger than UK houses. I mean, I just read online that UK houses are the smallest in Europe. So maybe I'm just used to very tiny houses.
In this new town,
I mean, I live in this
I wouldn't
room.
even be here if it weren't for the fact that...
This is classed as a bedroom size. There's no way. I can't even fit a frame in here unless get
mold
really
in the drawers, fucking mold on the floor, fucking mold. I'm a lord, I can't take it anymore. I'm so fucking poor that I can't even afford to clean the mold off the floor or the motherfucking drawers. Oh, hang on, I can see the i360. That's pretty cool. My flat is so sick.
But yeah, like this is this shouldn't even be allowed to be sold. Like, look how small this is. He's got this here and then this. That's just too small. And I bet it costs a bunch of money as well because he's probably in town centre. Like, that's just mental. Let's have a actually look. I'm so distracted today. Average house size America. So their average house size recording between 2015 to 2020 was 2,261 square foot. So I'm not really sure what that is in comparison. It's so this big. But if we were to say, I don't know, Germany average house size. Oh, here you go. Wait. Oh my god. International house size. Nice. We can actually see meters. Oh, what? Okay, I was gonna say it's foot earlier. Oh my. No. Look how small ours is. Sweden's not far behind. Jesus Christ. So wait, is America not in this list? Oh, bugger. And then, yeah, let's go average house size. England or UK? 800 and... Wait, what's this one? Oh, whoa. I didn't mean to click that. Oh, so that's comparing it to Canada. 818. The average American house is... Jesus, almost 3 times larger than the average UK house. And the problem I find, shouldn't it be apartment size? Oh, what if I'm looking at apartment? We could do if we're comparing it to apartment. Average flat size UK. The average floor area. Wait. UK House though. What is the average size of 2-bedroom flat? What's the average flat size? No. You tell me the average flat size of that is the size of a house? There's no way. It's always harder to find this kind of information when it comes to flats and apartments. Always easier of houses. Oh, America was in that list. I'm just blind. Was it not United States? Or did I somehow glance over that entirely? Average German. Jesus, German house size. Oh, United States. I did just glance over it. Jesus. Oh my god. Yeah, come on. So Australia's basically the same. Slightly bigger. But if we compare it to, like, Germany. Germany's about half. Greece, Ireland, Luxembourg. Don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Netherlands. Oh, so we've got New Zealand. Okay, yeah. So New Zealand and Australia I expect to be bigger. Spain, yeah. United States just towers over. And like I said, the reason that bothers me is because the average cost of them. You'd think having a smaller house, you'd be cheaper. But okay. So the average price for a house here is 530k. Or average house cost, I want to say like per foot, but I don't really know how to write it. Average house cost US. Oh, so there's an averagely lower anyway, but they've got obviously poorer / cheaper areas and more richer. I feel like England is a little bit, it doesn't have as many of those lower down areas. How about Hungary? I don't know how that's how you pronounce it, but Hungary is probably the better way to pronounce that. Average house size. Apartment, no. Here? Number of people in the household. Oh, no. Square foot. Oh my god, the average house of a size of a is that a house in Hong Kong is 484, almost half of the UK. Oh my god. I like how it's missing the one keyword I wanted. Wait, missing it, but it must include what? Have a good one, Letterbond. Average square meter price. What does a typical house look like? I don't know. Oh, no. Wow, that's big for New York. Because, like, what annoys me whenever people compare is, like, people are like, oh, but this place is cheaper than this place. And they'll pick, like, the expensive place, or the cheap place in one place and the expensive place in the other. Like, it's like comparing New York with Thirsk in the UK. Actually, Thirsk is quite expensive. Derby in the UK. Obviously, New York's going to be less money for what you pay, or less space for what you pay, because it's a much more expensive place to live. If you want to compare New York, you have to compare it to somewhere like London, because that's basically the counterpart to it. But my problem is, like, okay, so on average, house prices risen. There has been an annual price which makes the average property. Okay, so we're lowering property cost. Wait, what's this? Oh, London. No, ignore that. Average home price. Okay. So that's what it is now. I always find this interesting. Okay, so they do cost more in general, which I think it makes sense because their houses are much larger. You should pay more for more you get. I literally had someone who bought a similar price house as my brother, and I think he said like the house was double the size, and then they had acres of land attached to it. Like, imagine telling someone in the UK you have acres of land. They'd be like, what? You can get that here? Which one am I using? No, master, sorry. Dishwasher. Oh. Wait, hold on a minute. Did I not call the right washing machine? I did. I did it again. Dishwasher. I called this a washing machine as well. It's a dishwasher, right? I feel like that looks like a dishwasher. Like a washing machine does. I don't feel like you'd have like a drum where you pull it open. You just got a drum, right? It just doesn't feel right. And then we go dishwasher. There you go. Now let's recreate the material to be correct. Got this attach said material. Revert to material. Nice, that looks pretty good. We'll get decals on the floor and stuff anyway to add additional dirt. But yeah, that's pretty good. We'll do the washing machine, the cooker tomorrow, I'd say. And then after those big items, we'll probably then do the cupboards. The cupboards are going to be mostly tiling texture, so I need to find something good for that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm glad we could get Twitch working. And yeah, I will catch you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I can get some more stuff added to OBS. Why did it lag out when I did that? Bye-bye.